Hello and welcome to Baking on a Budget. Now this time what we've got is a fantastic chicken tikka masala. Yes, an absolutely classic curry dish. This is going to be absolutely beautiful. We've got everything that we need to make it over here. It's a recipe of two halves. I'll explain what I mean. First of all, we're going to make the marinade for the chicken, and we're going to marinate that overnight. And then we're going to put the rest of this dish together tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. You could get away with marinating it for just an hour or two if you want, but I'm going to go for overnight here. Now, let me tell you how much all of this cost. So for the chicken and the marinade, we have 2 chicken breasts at £2.74. We have 40 grams of plain yogurt at 10 pence. We have 3 cloves of garlic at 12 pence. We have 1.5 teaspoons of ginger at 6 pence. We have 1.5 teaspoons of salt, which we can't really cost. We've got 1.5 teaspoons of cumin at another 6 pence. We've got 1.5 teaspoons of Garam Masala at 6 pence. And we've got 1.5 teaspoons of Paprika at 6 pence. So if we add all of that first section of this up, it comes to £3.20. To make the masala sauce, we have 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Did that go down the wrong way, Isla? It'll be okay. Isla's just having a dinner as we speak. So, we have 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil at 6 pence. We have 1 onion at 9 pence. We have another 3 cloves of garlic at 12 pence. Now we have a list of spices. We've got, this is all 1.5 teaspoons, right? So I'll just run through it like that. We've got 1.5 teaspoons of cumin, 6 pence. Same turmeric, 6 pence. Coriander, 6 pence. Paprika, 6 pence. Chili powder, 6 pence. And some more Garam Masala at 6 pence. We also have 1 tablespoon of tomato puree at 10 pence. We've got a tin of chopped tomatoes at 47 pence. And we've got 150 ml of double cream at 66 pence. So the masala sauce comes to £1.86. Now if we put those both together, £5.06. We're going to get 3 beautiful servings out of that, making each serving of this chicken tikka masala only £1.69. Now I'm going to serve this also with 70 grams of rice, about 11 pence. We're going to have a homemade naan bread with this for 13 pence. And we're going to start it all off with one of those beautiful homemade onion bhajis at 8 pence. So this whole fantastic meal is £2, exactly £2 for this. Right, let's get on with making the marinade and getting that chicken marinated so it's going to taste absolutely beautiful. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is cut this chicken up. Now I'm going to cut this up into cubes of about 1 inch because we're going to skewer this tomorrow and do it in the oven. So we want something which will get onto a skewer quite easily. That bit will be all right. And we'll just chop all of these in half. Probably get a couple out of that one. We'll get some more there. Looking good. And we'll just take that little bit of gristle off there. That will be fine. Right. And the other one, same. With this, we just want to chop this up into about 1 inch cubes, something like that. Now here I have a bowl. I'm going to whip the yogurt into there. As I say, this is 40 grams of just natural yogurt. That will be sufficient to coat all of this, I'm sure. Just get it all out. And then to that, we're going to add this garlic. Now I've got 3 cloves of garlic here. What I'm going to do is just chop it up like so. I'm going to put it in this press. And I'm just going to mince it really into the yogurt. Looking good. Thank you, Isla. Isla thinks it's looking good as well. Right, so I'm going to do the same with the 3 of those. And then the next stage of this. So now what we've got in here, we're putting 1.5 tablespoons of this ginger. There it goes. We want 1.5 tablespoons. So sorry, these are teaspoons. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted by Isla in the background there. She's making some explosive sounds, but believe me, it is from her mouth. So we want 1.5 teaspoons of the paprika. We have some cumin, and again, that is, thank you very much. You like the cumin, Isla, yeah? We do too. Oh yeah. Right, 1.5 teaspoons of Garam Masala, And we're going to just eyeball this. We've got about 1.5 teaspoons of the salt also. That will do it. Now, I'm going to mix all this together, and this is going to make a beautiful marinade for this chicken. Look at that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is get a plastic bag into this mixture, and just with the hands, I do like to get my hands in this stuff. I'm just going to cover all of the chicken with this mixture. That's going to be absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I think Isla agrees. Yeah. You might try a bit of this tomorrow, Isla. It's not going to be too spicy hot, but it's going to be a beautiful taste. We've got all that on there. All that chicken is beautifully coated. Now I'm going to stick it in this plastic bag. There it is. I'm going to quickly wash my hands, then tie the top, and that will sit in the fridge. This is looking absolutely fantastic, smelling beautiful as well, by the way. I'm just going to tie this up in this bag. I'm going to stick it in the fridge and I'm going to leave it overnight, and then we will make the rest of this beautiful masala sauce. This is going to be absolutely wonderful. Chicken has been marinating in the fridge overnight. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. I'll just get it out of this bag. That looks and smells fantastic, I gotta say. Now, here what I have is a fairly deep sort of roasting pan. We've got some skewers. Going to stick the chicken on the skewers, then we're going to get it in the oven. Alright, we just want to get all of these onto these skewers, and I'll come back when I have done that. We've got all these on the skewers. These are going into a hot oven. They're going in at about 250 degrees centigrade, which is a very hot oven, and they're only going to stay in there for about 15 minutes. They'll start to brown on the edges, and that's what we want. So we're going to keep an eye on them, but right now into the oven with them. And whilst they are in the oven, we can start to prepare the sauce for this. And what we want is one chopped onion first of all. So I'll just chop this down. Right, I'm going to chop this fairly finely. Could mince it up if we want afterwards once it's cooked a little. But I think I'll just let it go, and we'll just have pieces of onion in there instead of like an onion paste. Either way is okay, but I fancy that today, so that's what we'll have. Right, so I want 3 cloves of garlic in there as well, so I'm just going to peel these, and then I'm going to put them in the mincer, and we'll get them into the pan. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of oil into this pan. 1, 2, and 3. That's it, and I'm going to put the heat on just to let that oil heat up a little. Okay, so we're going to get the onions in there. There they go. And I'm just going to crush this garlic straight into the pan. Just take it off the bottom of there. That is going to be absolutely delicious. Alrighty, so the onions have softened but not browned, and that is exactly what we are after. And now, as I said earlier, we have 1.5 teaspoons of each of these spices. So the first one that's going in there is the cumin, and that's 1.5 teaspoons of it. And straight after that we have the turmeric of 1.5 teaspoons. Moving right along, we have the coriander, and that again is 1.5 teaspoons. And now the paprika, followed by the mild chili powder. Again, you can spice this a little bit more spicy if you prefer a hotter sort of curry mix. And then we have some of the Garam Masala, which is another 1.5, whoops, a little bit much there, 1.5 teaspoons. Now, we want to mix all this in, get that fried up. Thank you, Isla. Fry it up, yes. Yeah. Right, there we go. That's looking good, and that is starting to smell absolutely delicious. So I'm going to fry this for about 30 seconds, about a minute, and then we will get the tomatoes in. We have about a tablespoon of tomato puree. I'll just eyeball that, that's about it. And then I have a tin of chopped tomatoes. So we're going to pour that in, and we are going to mix all this stuff together. So this is a fairly thick sauce we've got here. There is yet cream to go into it, so that's going to thin it out a little bit. And obviously we want our chicken in there as well, which I'm going to check right now. Okay, our chicken's had about 15 minutes in the oven. It's looking absolutely beautiful, I've got to say. Smells gorgeous. Now that's going to go in the pan. We have here the first lot of the chicken, and I'm just going to pull that off with a fork because it is still hot and the skewer is still hot. And as soon as I get the rice on for this, I will be cooking up that naan bread. This is going to be an absolutely delicious meal, folks. And as I say, chicken tikka masala. I've got a beautiful crispy onion bhaji to go with this. We're going to have some beautiful rice, and we are going to have a fresh naan bread with it as well. And that is 2 pounds. Right, I'm going to let that cook for a little while, and whilst it's doing that, I'll get the cream ready to go into it, and we'll get prepped up to make the rice and the naan bread. By the way, a recipe for the naan bread is in a link in the description of the video. If you want to know how to make these naan breads, I've got a separate video about that. It's in the description of the video below. That also applies to the onion bhaji. Separate recipe for that in the description of the video below. But for right now, we're just going to let this cook through a little while, and then we'll get onto the rest of this gorgeous meal. Okay, it's all happening on the hob. We've got the hot water for the rice. That just needs to come to the boil. We've got this pan heating up just dry for the naan bread, and we're going to put some cream into this chicken tikka masala. Now, the recipe does call for 150 grams of cream, but I think that might be a little bit excessive. Let's just get this in and see what we've got. That's going to be fine for me, actually. So nothing like 150 grams. Could take a little bit off the price there, possibly. But, you know, it's a thing according to taste. If you would like a lot of cream in it, put some more in. But that, for me, the texture of that looks good. The creaminess of it looks good. So I'm going to say that's enough. I probably put about, that was probably about 2 tablespoons in there. Water is up to boil. So what I'm going to do, 1 handful and a pinch. And that's enough for me. Now this is a basmati rice, and what I like to do with it is just stir it once it's gone into the pan, and then just leave it alone. Right, well, the pan is just about up to temperature. Do like it nice and hot for the naan bread. And if you remember, or if you take a look at the naan bread video, what we want to do first of all is just give this a little douse of water on the side which is going into the pan. That's it there, and that will go in there like that. Very good. Okay, the naan bread is looking good here, so I'm just going to flip it. I'm not going to attempt to do it upside down today, just in case. I just want to make sure that we're going to get a nice naan bread there. Everything is coming along here. The naan bread's looking good. The rice is bubbling away, and the tikka masala is looking delicious in that pan. So, any second, this is all going to come together. So I'm saying at this point the naan bread is done. A little bit of smoke coming off it there. That's looking good to me. Right, we'll knock that heat off. Our rice has still got a little ways to go, so we'll let our naan bread cool down until the rice is ready. To go is the rice. I think that's about ready now, so I'm going to pick that up and strain it. And then last, but by no means least, this beautiful chicken tikka masala. Look at that. That looks absolutely beautiful. Right, I'm going to serve some of this up, and I'm going to take a taste. For starter, we have a beautiful onion bhaji. We've got an excellent piece of homemade naan bread ready to go. And we have on this plate here chicken tikka masala with some just simple basmati rice. So we're going to take a little bit of this onion bhaji first. As we did last week, it was last week's recipe actually, this onion bhaji. And it was so delicious that I made some more. Scrumptious. And as I said last week, and I will say again now, 8 pence a piece these. Okay, and with the onion bhaji gone in no time at all, it's time to try this chicken tikka. That chicken looks beautiful and tender, beautifully cooked all the way through. That is marvellous. And some of the rice with a little bit of the sauce. Absolutely beautiful taste. And we also have a homemade naan bread. Homemade naan breads come out at about 11 pence a piece, and this one looks particularly tasty and beautiful, so fresh out of the pan. Marvellous. That truly is a magnificent meal for £2. So there it is, a beautiful meal. Chicken tikka masala, naan bread and onion bhaji for £2. That chicken is absolutely beautiful, by the way, with the marinade and everything. Marvellous, succulent. Now can I say, if you've enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more videos of this nature, delicious food prepared very easily and very cheaply, do consider subscribing to the channel. Many more videos to come. I think next week we're doing something entirely different, which is a peach melba. So we're going to have a peach melba recipe next week. Beautiful for the summertime. But in the meantime, I'm going to actually devour the rest of this chicken tikka masala. And I thank you very much for watching.